Good morning, friends, and frenemies. It is the 13th of August, 2024, and we have a very busy month here in Owen Sound, Canada. We're doing a lot of work with the voice and speech workout because now that I'm attending my meetings, I'm able to read out loud again. I had some problems after my year of sequestration. Just around, YouTube was sort of feeding into my brain, but I wasn't doing a lot of speaking out loud. Certainly, listening to your grandchildren read is a very ideal situation when you become part of the household of your family. So I want to talk about 100 years of changing families, changing needs. Wills, estates, retirement. What can be really scary is the American influence on Ontario, Canada. I've drawn a little heartfelting, which is heart math, cohesion, coherence, cooperation. And if you watch or listen to any kind of American funding, or your head office is American, you got the 401k, what's that? Social Security, seniors. Susie Orman was a very loud and proud speaker on Channel 4 Buffalo or Public Television America. The Second and Fifth Amendment are not just foreign, my American friends, but they are scary to us, like Halloween debt and how you handle your presidential race. The blowhard that we listened to for 4 years that shocked and stunned most women still carries some supporters. I think it's the NRA and maybe the KKK, and certainly woke up the Deep South because once they had the black president, Barack Obama, for 8 years, they kind of got a little uncomfortable, and they decided that somebody else was going to have to run the race. I was on YouTube yesterday, and I highly recommend her book, Wear It Well, Alison Bernstein. She's an internet influencer, and I watched her little beautifully done wardrobe addressing. She uses the 3-word method in choosing your style, and I recommend when you're going away to college or university, think about more food education and how you're going to feed yourself than what you're going to wear. So it's really a great look. Okay, so I've opened up the ODAT here for August the 23rd. We learned so much in Alanon in such interesting and unexpected ways. In the midst of a somewhat bantering interchange at a meeting, everyone suddenly laughed at something that was said. Wait a minute, one member interrupted. Everyone around this table is smiling. We've all put aside our griefs and our grievances. Do we behave in this cheerful way at home, or do we automatically put on our merry martyr face? Merry-go-round's martyr face. Oh, interesting. The martyr problem. That's a Christianity thing. It also shows up with Joseph Smith in the Latter-day Saint Church. He was a martyr for his faith. And the witch hunt that President Trump, when he was in office, and certainly was being pursued, and now is a felon running for president in the USA. Again, the martyrdom is KKK, same thing, sacrificial, crosses burning on the lawn. Do I habitually wear my martyr face to remind my spouse what hard time he's giving me? Or do I try to lift his spirits? Already so depressed by guilt and confusion and depression, will I really try from now on to be pleasant and a bit gay, even when things aren't going my way? Am I afraid to let those around me know I do not have some reason to be happy, or do I want everybody to feel sorry for me? From Paradise Lost by John Milton. That thou art happy, thou owest to God. That thou continuest such, thou owest to thyself. And that is page 236 in the ODAT. Now, let's move along to the courage to change. May 20th, 141. Like alcoholism, obsessive thinking can be too much to handle. My best hope in battling it is not to begin, because once started, it gains steam and becomes harder to interrupt. Before obsessive thinking takes hold, there is usually a point to which I have to make a choice. I cannot to mentally toy with a subject that was held my mind hostage in the past and is therefore dangerous. Or I can recognize the danger and try to drop any thought of the topic from my mind. Praying for my higher power's help, I can reach out to Alanon members for support before tackling a topic to which I am vulnerable, so that my thoughts won't have a chance to get locked inside my head. I was at a meeting last night, and I'm really starting to think that the sponsorship program, I'm going to try and do the 90 meetings in 90 days, but of course, that involves the Zoom room, because there certainly isn't 90 meetings of Alanon in my area. But maybe if I branch out into Ontario, Canada, I will be able to sit at those tables and get a better handle on my own adult child of an alcoholic situation, which has only been acknowledged since 1935. And we're grateful to the wives of Bill W. and Bob, Lois W. and Ann B. Yeah, those were the wives who started the Stepping Stone program. If you don't know the history on Alanon and how the wives helped the husbands create, since 1935, a program for all the families and members of society who suffer from the now known disease of alcoholism, and we're starting to see how it relates to the illnesses as we age. If you were a heavy drinker in your younger years and you stopped into sobriety, or you found AA, you might live a little longer, but you might see some ill effects. And detoxification is really important. We're seeing vegetarianism, veganism. A lot of people are learning how to do self-care for their body, mind, and spirit through Tai Chi, yoga. There's just a multiple. And, of course, our grandchildren are getting older, and we're looking at university, colleges, and what careers they're going to choose in their life, and how they're going to manage that part of our Will's estate and retirement here in Heartfelt, Ontario, Canada.